Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic related to template driven form, where we will see how to apply styling on the basis of custom error style. In short, we are going to apply some custom CSS on the basis of requirement. Prior to that, we discussed the way to apply the styling on the basis of state like ng touched, untouched, right? And here you can say we are going to use it in a combined way to explore the things. But before we start discussing this, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow it sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic. Because for time being, we are just mainly focusing on how to use Angular forms with custom error style. Okay. And for the detailed content, like you can refer the Sharmit digital course book, which is freely available in the description box. There you can find more than 3000 plus free resources available in both Hindi as well as English language. Okay. Alright, so I think now we are good to start with the session. Here you can see currently I'm in the app.component.html file, where we have noted down a couple of headings that shows Angular course by Sharmit and template driven form example in Angular for styling forms based on custom error style. Okay, then we have one horizontal row. After this horizontal row, we will define the form. Now we are sure that to use the form we need ng form, right? And for ng form, you should import forms module. Okay, so this is mandatory thing and this is prerequisites. So to define this thing, what we will do, we will simply go to app.component.ts file. Here in import section, we will simply just write forms module. That's it. So once you write here forms module, it will simply import it here on line number 3. Always make sure that it is imported here, otherwise you have to write it manually. Clear? So this thing is done. That means now we are good with this. Another thing as a prerequisite we can use here is ng if, because that we will be using for conditional statement. So just similarly write here ng if, press enter, and it will import it here. Perfect. So these are the two things that we need for this demo, and now I think we are good. We can start writing the logic. Now to start writing the logic, what we will do, firstly we will create one form here, and you can see we are using horizontal row just to separate out the headings with the forms. So in between these two horizontal row, we will define the form. So here I will write form, then we will write here template reference variable, that is my form. Okay, then we will simply write here ng form. And after this ng form, one by one we will define the things like label and input field. So firstly we will write here label, and in label we will mention like this name. Okay, so what we will do here, like we will create one simple input field, that is username, and on that username field we will apply some validation and on the basis of validation it will apply the custom error style. Okay, fine. So label is done. Now it's time to define the input field. So you can just write here input, and now in this input field, one by one we will define the all things like type and everything. Okay, so here we will write type, which is nothing but a text. Then we will define here name, where we will mention username. After this we will add here ng model. Then we will write here required. After required we will mention here min length. Min length would be 3 only. Then we will write here template reference variable, that is username control. Username ctrl, and here we will write here ng model. Perfect. So these things are defined. We have label, we have type and name, ng model, required, min length, and username ctrl. This name is not fixed, like you can change it as per your requirement, but usually I go with this so that you can understand it proper. Okay, now I'll save this code and it will align my code properly. Now the next thing is, like we have defined the label, we have defined the input field. Now it's time to add the button to submit this form. Okay, so for that you can simply write here button, and in this button we will give it name as submit. Although like we are not going to process this button completely, we will just add it here so that we can use it whenever it is required. Okay, now after this, what we want to do, we want to show the error message using custom error style. So for that, what we will do, let me show you. You can simply define this logic which I'm going to show you now. Maybe we can write a comment over here so that you can refer it later. So here what we are going to do, we are going to show error message using custom error style. And to show this, what we will do, we will write here p tag, and in p tag we will define a class that is error. Now remember this thing, this is a class which we are going to create manually. Okay, this is not a predefined thing. And here I will write ngIf and username control dot invalid. So here I will firstly check for invalid, and the second condition would be of username control dot touched. Okay, so in this situation we want to print a message that is name is required. Okay, and minimum 3 characters. Okay, minimum 3 characters are required. So this is the thing that we want to show whenever this application works. Now if I run this right now, you can see ng serve -- open, enter. So you will see that it will show this message, but no custom message, no custom class is applied, right? Because we haven't defined the things in CSS. So let's see what it will show. So it opened the browser, and in this browser we have this input field that firstly we can see the headings, that is Angular course by Tech Sharmit. Then we have template driven form example in Angular, styling forms based on custom error style. Then we have one horizontal row, name, input field box, one submit button, and another input field box. So currently if I place my cursor here, put it outside, so you can see it is showing name is required, minimum 3 characters. Okay, that is fine. If I write AB, only AB, then it will show name is required, minimum 3 characters. That is also fine. If I write it ABC, it is fine, because this is exactly what we are looking for, right? But only thing is missing is the CSS. We haven't applied the CSS yet, right? But we have attached a class. So let's define this class. So to define this class, what you will do, you will go to HTML file, not HTML, CSS file. Here we will define dot, because we are using class, error, then curly braces open close. Here I will write color as red. Okay, then I will set the font size also, font hyphen size, and it should be, let's say, 20 pixel. Okay, then background color, if you want, border, maybe border we can apply border 5px solid black. Perfect. So this thing is ready. Now save it and refresh it. Okay, so now if I place my cursor inside input field and place it outside that, it will show this message, name is required, minimum 3 characters. Okay, similarly if I write ABC, I think 5 pixel is very dark border, let's make it 2 pixel only. Yeah, so AB, and this you can see name is required, minimum 3 characters. So this is how exactly we will do the custom error styling whenever there is a need to write a logic to apply the custom error style on the basis of forms, right, for the template driven forms. So these are the all steps that you are supposed to follow. The main thing that we did here is firstly we imported the required thing or prerequisite thing, that is forms module and ngIf. Forms module will allow us to use this ng form, and ngIf is allowing us to write this logic. Okay, then second thing, you just need to create one form, accept the inputs, and after that you can simply use it. Okay, so this is the overall process or scenario, you can say, that we have to follow whenever we are dealing with this kind of work. So I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session, we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit, and if you have any question, queries, or something you would like to share with me, please reach out to me through comment section. I would be more than happy to answer all those. Okay, so yeah, that's all. See you tomorrow. Thank you.